Hi all, this is Maheshwari working as an assistant professor. Welcome to my lecture series on wireless communication. My first video constitutes the basics of WCE, and second video I have discussed about the propagation models, and in this video I am going to discuss some problems related to propagation models. Let us start the session. So problem number 1, find the far field distance for an antenna with maximum dimension of 1 meter and operating frequency of 900 megahertz. So what is given to you? They have given you an operating frequency f is equal to 900 megahertz and the dimension of the antenna d is equal to 1 meter. Okay, so what are they telling you to find? They are telling you to find the far field distance. So let's go on. Formula what I'm going to use is the operating wavelength. As all knows, the operating wavelength lambda is equal to c by f, where c stands for the velocity of light and f stands for the frequency. So velocity of light, the formula is 3 into 10 by 8 divided by the frequency which is given in our sum, 900 megahertz. So 900 into 10 power 6. When I solve it out, I get my answer as the operating wavelength is 0.33 meter. Okay, have it aside. Now what is my aim? I have to find out the far field distance for an antenna. So as discussed in the free space propagation model, my far field distance formula is given by df is equal to 2d squared divided by lambda. D which is given in the sum, that is distance, the large dimension of the antenna, d is equal to 1. I substitute over here, divided by lambda, I have just found out now. So I'm using it here. When I manipulate it, I get my far field distance to be 6 meter. So it's a very important sum. It has been asked in various Anna University question papers. Just make a note of it. What have we found? We have found far field distance by using the formula 2d squared by lambda. D is given in the sum itself. I don't know lambda. Thereby I found it out using c by f. I substituted it and got my answer to be 6. Second problem, if 60 watt is applied to a unity gain antenna with the 900 megahertz carrier frequency, find the received power in decibel meter at a free space distance of 100 meter from the antenna. What is the power received at 10 kilometer? Assume unity gain for the receiver antenna. So what are not given to you? You have the transmitting power is 60 watt. The frequency is given as 900 megahertz. And they are telling you to assume the gains of the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna to be 1. And they told you the transmitter and receiver separation is 100 meter. Usually you will use the loss factor as 1. Okay, so what are they asking you? They are asking you to find the received power using free space distance. And what is your received power at 10 kilometer? 2 questions they are asking. Let us go on with the solution. So first, I want the operating wavelength. So I'm using the original formula lambda is equal to c by f, where c is the velocity of light whose value is 3 into 10 power 8. F stands for the operating frequency. I am taking it from the given sum, 900 megahertz. So 900 into 6 into 10 power 6. I get my lambda to be 0.33 m. Now I'm going to find out the received power. A formula as we discussed in the free space propagation, the received power at the receiver is Pt, Gt, Gr, lambda squared divided by 4 pi squared d squared L. Where Pt is the transmitted power, Gt is the transmitting antenna gain, Gr is the received antenna gain, lambda square which was just now founded, divided by 4 pi. Pi value already know it is 3.14. And d is the distance and n is the loss which they've given in the problem itself, right? When I substitute all those values, I get my value to be, the received power to be 4.14 into 10 power minus 3 milliwatt, right? So I don't want in this format, usually your power will be measured only in decibels. So I'm taking 10 log of the above value. I get it as minus 23.8 decibels. So my received power is minus 23.8 decibels. Next, the question. What is the question? They asked you to find out the received power at 10 kilometer and they are telling you to express in decibels. Right, so I get the reference. My earlier reference was 100 meter and now they are telling you to go for a distance as 10 kilometer. So the formula which we used, this also I've already taught you in free space propagation model using the Fraunhofer distance. Your received power formula goes like this. So D naught is 100 and D is 10 kilometer. Use all these and put it in the formula. I'm getting it is like this. So what is the received power at 10 kilometer distance? It is minus 63.8 decibel meter. Okay, so that's all the second sum. We'll go on to the third problem. A mobile is located 6 km away from the base station and uses a lambda by 4 monopole vertical antenna with a gain of 2.65 decibel to receive cellular radio signals. The E field at 1 km from the transmitter is measured to be 10 power minus 3 volt per meter. The carrier frequency used for the system is 950 megahertz. Find the length and effective aperture of the receiving antenna. Find the receive power of the mobile using two-ray ground friction model. Assuming the height of the transmitting antenna is 60 m and the receiving antenna is 1.7 meters above the ground. So we'll go on with the solution. So first, given from the problem, have just narrated all the given contents. What is given to you? The transmitter and receiver separation is given by 6 km and the E field distance is 1 km whose value is 10 power minus 3 volt per meter. It is going to operate at a frequency of 950 megahertz and the reference distance is 1 km. The height of the transmitting antenna is 60 meter and height of the receiving antenna is 1.7 meter. So these are the given contents. We'll go on with the problem. So again, as usual, you're going to find out the operating wavelength whose formula is designated as lambda is equal to c by f, where c is the velocity of light whose value is 3.3 into 10 power 8 and the frequency which is given in the sum, it is 950 into 10 power 6. When I solve it, I get my lambda value to be 0.316 meters. Then what is the first question? They asked you to find the length of the antenna. It is given by the formula L is equal to lambda by 4. Just now we have found out the lambda value 0.316. So I substitute over here divided by 4. My answer is the length of the antenna is 0.079 meter or 7.9 centimeter. Right? So we'll move on with the second question. What is it? They are telling you to find out the effective aperture of an antenna. So I already discussed this effective aperture of an antenna in a free space propagation model whose formula is AE is equal to GR lambda square divided by 4 pi, where GR is the receiving antenna gain and lambda is the lambda value which I found out earlier. So when I manipulate the values, I get my value to be effective aperture is equal to 0.021 meter square. Then I'm going to find out the received electric field. Formula is D greater than or equal to root of HT/HR and all the values are given from the sum. So the electric field for the received thing is given by the formula 2 E naught D naught 2 pi HT/HR divided by D squared lambda. So E naught given from the problem, D naught, then H values, all the H values, D and lambda we have found out. So just substitute all the values and get my electric field to be 112.5 into 10 power minus 6 volt per meter. So my electric field I found out. Next, they told you to find out the received power at a distance of 6 km. So what is the formula? So the received power is given by modulus of E the whole squared AE divided by 120 pi. So this electric field just now we found out, the effective aperture we found out earlier, go substitute the values and I get my received power to be so much. So I already told you your received power you always designate in the form of decibel meters. So when I transfer it in the form of decibel meters, I get my value to be minus 121.5 decibel watt. Okay, that's all for this session. With reference to the previous 3 problems, I've given you assignment problem. So 2 problems over here. So this is exactly the first problem which I gave. I've just changed the values over here. The dimension and the frequency has been changed. So make a reference of the first problem and solve this. The second is the previous problem which I discussed. The third problem which I just discussed. I've just changed all the values, the decibel values, the frequency values, and the transmitting antenna values, everything I've changed. So with reference to the third problem, you can finalize this problem. Okay, that's all for this session. Meet you again with another session. Thank you.